friends, we're back. It has been a month since we have last fed our urban worm bag, and I gotta say, there were several occasions where I was like, I really want to go check on them because they've had a ton of food lately, and I was like, ugh, I hope they're okay. I hope there's plenty of food in there. Off the bat, I can see a little creepy crawlies. I don't know what those are. A little something or other. Let's see. What do we think this is here? What are you? Okay, I don't know if you guys can see. They're not really ants. There's something. Something's moving around in there. Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. But we know what we didn't see. We didn't open it up, and we didn't see any humidity on the cover, which is interesting because I thought we put a lot of moisture in here last time, and I checked the drip. It barely lost like 4 drops of liquid. So that's interesting. I'm not seeing anything flying, so I love that. Let's see. Ooh, that doesn't look like a worm over here. Or is it? Is it? Oh no, it looks like a little beetle maybe or something. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we definitely have some worms here on the surface. I'm just looking for food at this point because I have some food that I was gonna add to the tumbler. Didn't freeze. Kind of forgot about it on the back of the counter. And it started molding like a lot. And I thought, you know what, we'll just keep adding to it and the worms will probably love it. And given the lack of, like, I see a blueberry here, I think this might be a potato. Yeah, they're still working on breaking down the potato. Otherwise, there's a blueberry here, there's some eggshells here. I'm not seeing a ton of food. You know, like obviously they can eat the paper, they can eat their bedding, but this is interesting. I'm seeing a lot of activity on the top, so that's promising. And let's just do one little thing. I just want to check this corner over here. Yeah, no, nothing really there either. Okay, well, that's great because this is the container. You can tell there's definitely some black mold. Bought some raspberries the other day. Thought they looked good, but then I opened them up and they're covered in mold and they're quite lousy. Oh yeah, we got a ton of mold on this. So this has all sorts of random stuff from the last week or two. Oh, and some tissues. That has turned into its own little ecosystem there. All right, that's good. We definitely have a lot of mold on this one, which is, I guess, good. That means it's breaking down. Oh yeah, yep, it's definitely breaking down. So there's the banana peels. There's a lot of berry bits in there because it's still kind of berry season here. Or I guess everywhere. Wherever they can ship their berries, I suppose it's berry season. I don't really want to try breaking that down too much. It's just kind of towers there. But I do have a lot of shredded paper because I figured there was a chance we might need more bedding, and I think we do. So let's just dump that in. Okay. Oh, sorry, Wally. You guys can't see, but Wally's like right here. Like, why does this smell so good? Why? Oh, there. Hold on a second. And since I don't always remember while we have this open, we have a big old feeding in there. I'm not expecting the towers to necessarily disintegrate, but I'm curious with them being so structural instead of like a flat feeding, how that's gonna go. And it occurred to me the other day, we haven't been adding our oyster shell flour in, so that's what we're gonna add on the top and hope it just kind of distributes down. They say it's good for grit purposes. It probably is, but I don't know if it's a critical piece of your worm management or anything like that. And I think because we definitely just added a ton of paper, no doubt about that. But I think I'm going to just add the water portion to the top of this kind of like papery stuff we've added before. So maybe it'll distribute a little bit more evenly because we still have plenty of space in our bin. Actually, no, maybe we'll put it here. Yeah, we'll just put it up on this stuff here. Because I was like, should we put a ton of paper in right now? And I thought, let's just let them work, see how this breaks down. And then we got some water here that's just been sitting out, so hopefully it doesn't have as much of the, you know, the fluoride and chemicals, chlorine that city water has. So I think that's probably plenty for now. I'm really impressed that the worms got through all of that because we gave them kind of two big feedings in a row here. And, you know, we're not quite at a level like I would consider our Florida one where we're like, we could dump pretty much anything in here. We know it's going to be gone. But I think at this trajectory, we're kind of getting there. I'm not really sure where those little bugs are. So that'll be something we're going to have to look into later. But I'm not especially worried about them just yet. And we can always add more paper if we need to, just to kind of help keep them under control. And I don't really mind a little bit of extra bugs in there. I get they're part of the ecosystem. But yeah, I mean, the food that we just gave them was clearly already breaking down. It's literally molding. So maybe we give them another month and see how they do. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, because especially with them being too like stacked, I think it might take a little bit. That's okay. Our hot frog is doing well as well. And honestly, we're approaching our last frost date here. So that's got my attention a lot more than our worms do right now. So we'll check in on these guys probably in about a month or so. Make sure they're doing okay. But I'm not super worried about them. I think they're going to do great. So yeah, here's to our new worm bag. It's doing really good. I say new, but newly added worms and stuff. They're doing real good. I hope you guys are doing well. Your worms are doing great. Your garden's growing good. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye, friends.